Hello guys, my name is Eric.
My name is Archan.
And today we are going to be talking about a very sad loss to Sporting Kansas City. Now this wasn't a horrible game for
Yep.
us, not as fatal as the LAFC game. We still scored, and I think we did a very solid job in the first half, but in the second half we kind of just let it go, and I think we could have done a lot better job, obviously. But good job to Gallagher for getting his first goal of this season. That is a big deal. It's our first forward to get a goal. How do you feel about the game? How do you feel about the whole deal?
Well, for starters, the start was good. You got an early goal, which is what I like to see because, it really helps the momentum of the game. And it really changes everything. Like, if KC Sporting were to score first, I think the game wouldn't have been as close for sure. And especially the call with Alex Ring, he was playing really aggressively, which I like to see, but it just got to the point where he was playing too aggressive and he was on his last warning, and he ended up getting the second yellow card.
Yep.
So, which means he will not be at the game for the Galaxy,
Is
which
that
is
right?
not good for Austin FC.
Okay.
Yes, I think a red card is going to suspend him for one game, and which is not good because he might be our best player.
Yeah.
So you don't want to lose your best player in an important game.
Yeah. Well, I didn't. I'm not. I'm not. I don't know much about uh, the penalty system. Obviously, red cards aren't really the most common of an occurrence. Austin FC has been pretty good about yellow cards, but obviously it was not an easy game for us today. Second half was just horrible. I heard a statistic from Armaan, who's on the first episode of Oz Talk, the fact that we only had a 15% possession. I think that's ridiculous. So, I mean, if we can bring that up to 40%, 40%, it's not even a lot. We probably could have contained at least a tie, if not the win. It was a very annoying final
Well,
10 minutes, and I think if we could have done a tiny bit better, tiny bit, we could have walked away with a win. But look at us now. We're walking away with a 2-0 or a 2-1 loss.
yeah, I think that red card brought the momentum of the game down. We had control of the midfield and everything, but after Ring went out, everything fell apart. From goal kicks and everything, every time there was like 7 corners, I think, in those last 20 minutes, which you don't want to have because that's just putting your goalie under pressure. And
Yeah.
those corners were good. They came out to really good corners, and that put our keeper under a lot of pressure. You don't want in the last 20 minutes a man down. And after that, we just kept on going up. Really, there was just no strategy but kick the ball up and try not to let them score. But that ended up not working so well.
I think a great example of our problem in this scenario is comes directly from the you can see another example of it from the FC Dallas preseason game. We were doing fine. We weren't doing great, but we were doing okay. I forgot the exact score was preseason, but we were fine. We are actually up by one. That's right. We're up by one. There are 3 minutes left. Why could we not save it? Why could we not just play it neutral, play defensive? We had to give up the one goal, and I think it's something that they really need to work on in practice. Is making sure in the final 10 minutes, 10 minutes, you don't need a score. You don't need to do anything. You just need to make sure the other team doesn't score.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Austin FC, where I was watching them play, and they were up 1-0 trying to defend with one man down. it wasn't really working. Every time the ball got into the midfield, there was no support. So
Yeah.
they definitely need to work on getting support for their midfielders. Otherwise, if we're ever in this situation again and it really matters, we won't be able to find our way out.
Yeah. And I think we're definitely. I don't want to be that one person, and we'll talk about it in the next episode for this week that hopefully Armaan can make it to.
Yep.
We're gonna have a tough game against the Galaxy, whether you like to hear it or not. We're gonna have a pretty tough game against the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Obviously, they beat LAFC. I thought the Galaxy was kind of a joke. I'm gonna be honest. I was like, okay, they're good, but they're not the best, and they're kind of proving that they may be the best in the league right now.
Yeah, and I think the Galaxy game will prove a lot because they have lost to the Sounders 3-0.
Mhm.
So if we can get a good win, and dominate the game,
Mhm.
I think we have a chance at beating or tying the Sounders.
Yeah.
But once again, this is only our first year, only our fourth game, so I'm not too mad about our loss yet.
Mhm.
So, and so far the performance is better than I expected. I did not think we would have a win by now, but we have 2 wins, which
Mhm.
is nice.
So I think overall, I agree with you, and I'm still happy we came away with a goal. That's great. Obviously, if you don't know, I was at the watch party today at Hop Squad Brewery. It was amazing. It was a great atmosphere. We had a lot of fun, but obviously the 2 goals really got us down, and hopefully next time I go we can have a little better of a result. And I think that's what we all wish
Yep.
for. Uh, so, are there
Yep.
any last words for you?
Well, not really. Just if we could step up the performance in these next few coming games, because we have some tough games coming. We have to play LA Galaxy, then we have to play Nashville, then the Sounders, which is not a very easy schedule. And we'll be missing one of our best players for LA Galaxy, so I would like to see how Austin FC, will get around that. And if they have the captain as well. I also think a big factor for Austin FC would be their communication. It didn't look there was not much communication going around in the field. It just didn't look organized like it was in the first game, in the first half. That was, I think, our best half so far. It was organized, we were moving the ball well. But then in this game, in this half, everything just fell apart. Even before the red card, everything was not looking good. I honestly had a feeling that we were going to lose this game. We need to stay more organized, and I think we can.
All right. Well, we're gonna finish it off there. Sorry, I think we had some um, a little bad connection, so I apologize to both the audience and me, and Archon. Obviously, it was probably me knowing my internet connection. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Obviously, I don't expect you guys to be in the best mood right now because of obviously our loss. But we'll come back. We'll be fine. And I still think we're definitely playoff contenders. Hopefully, we keep the momentum. We keep strong. We don't let one game affect us. Obviously, we saw that happen after the LAFC game. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, Verde out. Peace.